Hello everyone. Today we are going to paint a beautiful landscape which is also very simple to make. We'll add a margin using masking tape. I'm adding 1 centimeter border over here on all the 4 sides so that I know where I have to mask the paper. Next, apply water on the paper. Just a quick brush of water on the paper and that's it. You're good to go. Now we'll use a very bright blue color for the sky. Take this color on your brush and add it on top like this and let everything flow down. Once you have added enough color on top, gently move downwards like this. Make sure that these lines are not visible. So what I'll do is I'll wash my brush and I'll do like this, blending everything and moving in opposite direction here. Now I'll also apply color on the base here. I'm using very watery amount of orange color for this part. As you can see, some amount of blue color has puddled down on top. So we need to take care of that, otherwise it's going to create some cauliflower edges which won't be very nice to look at. So I'll wash my brush and I'll pick out extra paint from there. And then I'll dry this paper this way. I've used a hairdryer to speed up the process. You can leave the paper like that, or like me, you can use the hairdryer as well. Now I'll apply another layer of paint over it in order to make it a little saturated, because when it dried, I noticed that the paint has turned very light. So I apply color over here like this, then wash my brush and then I'll move like this in opposite direction over here. Now we need some white area in between orange and blue, so I'll add paint at the bottom, making the bottom part a little darker so that we have this variation. When the tones are darker at the extremes, you can see the tonal variation clearly. Once the paper is completely dry, take orange color and mix a little bit of yellow in it, and using the brush make the mountain over here. that your mountain has crisp edges by adding saturated amount of color over here, and as we move away from the border, we'll make the paint lighter and lighter by adding more and more water. Over here like this, as you can see, just blend it with the base. Again, dry it out before adding the second mountain. For the next mountain, I'm using orange color. We don't need to mix any other color for this step. Just take orange color and make the mountain as you made earlier, but this time a little bit different. As you can see over here, there's an overlap over here which will be visible to us. Just follow me and make the mountains like this. Again, once you have made the border, blend it with the base using watery color. Dry it out and then add another layer of paint over it. Now mix a little bit of red and orange and add another mountain over here like this. Be very careful, and as we did earlier, add the mountain over here, make the lines crisp, and as we move down, add more water in it and make it lighter and blend it with the base. Once the painting is completely dry, take black color and add trees. We'll be adding pine trees over here, and for adding pine trees, it is very important for you to learn the strokes. So very carefully watch the video first and then pause the video and then try to copy the strokes. Do it over and over again, and I'll suggest that just for practice, you can do it on a separate sheet of paper and then do it on your final picture. Because this is a little bit tricky part and I don't want you to mess the painting. And practicing pine trees separately on a sheet of paper will only help you in regaining the strokes that I'm teaching you here. As you can see on top, the leaves are very closer to the center line, but as we move down, they go far and far, and it will form a sort of triangle, as you might have seen those evergreen tall trees in the movies or in the pictures. Also make sure as you move down, you increase the size of strokes a little bit. Now, add another pine tree using the same technique. This bottom area will be filled with pine trees. So just follow me as I'm painting and you're good to go. Next, we'll add birds in the sky. In case you are not confident on how to add the birds, I'll say practice separately on a sheet of paper or draw it with a pencil and fill color in it. Next, using white gouache, add the sun over here. Painting and remove the masking tape. That's it, we are done.